Bet. So this is the final five. The rest of this game will be handled in this main room. I will give you 6 minutes on the clock. I'm so used to saying five, but the F almost came out. I'll give you 6 minutes on the clock to decide what you like to do. And your turn. We'll start. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was stressful.
Yes.
It was very stressful.
I just hope you guys can understand that it was not the optimal move for me to lose 2 of JD, Billy, and Ingenious, and I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I mean, it was so hard.
It was going to be the same for myself and Nick, hard. But
yeah, and that's the tough part, and I feel bad that happened to everybody because I love Billy and I love Nick, but that's just what it was for me.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I'm glad you both survived, and I'm glad the three of us on the other side survived.
That was terrifying. I promise.
That was stressful.
We gave Gonjo and Aiden what they wanted, the drama.
Y'all want TV?
Okay, moving forward. I mean, this is terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I can.
So
I can have.
Can I ask, Santi, Kels, what's the deal between the two of you?
There's no deal. It's a fake story. Like,
it's a fake story.
So here's the deal. I wanted Ryan Elder out. Kels wanted Naomi out. We came to an agreement that we would vote Ryan Elder out, and that's what happened. And then Kels changed her mind and didn't want Naomi out anymore because we figured out what everybody wanted was me and Kels to go at it. And so we made peace with each other, and we made peace with Naomi, and we squashed it, and that was it. But everybody else is making it bigger than it was.
Okay, so then my question is, who voted for me last round?
Which round?
The round where I got put up on the block.
Me. I did. Me. Yeah. Who voted for me last round?
Not I.
I voted for Santi.
Naomi!
Yeah.
JD?
Yes,
yeah.
Like, this is confusing.
The plan was for me to be in the 3?
Yes, the plan was for you and Kels, who were clearly working together, to be in the 3 and someone else. We did not count for a 4th. That was the problem.
Yeah, the 4th threw things out of whack. For sure.
Santi, they're all working together, and unless you're working with them.
Wait. No, I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true at all.
I don't think that's true at all.
Working together, Kels. Make it clear.
I think Naomi and JD came up with the plan, and we were left out of it. Ingenious and Kels.
Okay.
Oh, Ingenious was there in the plan.
Okay.
Sorry.
In the plan, but I didn't do that plan, so don't say.
No, I know. I understand. I understand. Like you were your own independent person, but like Ingenious was not out of the loop. We let her know.
Yeah, and it just so happened that I was not in the room with them because that was not my plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so we only have a little bit of.
Is it true that you threw my name out last round?
What?
That's what I heard. It's like
JD, I thought you and I were voting Naomi out together.
Not true. Who said that? Is that true?
I was never
going to
agree to that.
Who said? Wait, no, JD. Tell me a direct name. Who said
they're out of the game now? They're out of the game.
Okay,
now.
that's false. I never say your name. Why would I say your name?
But JD, you were in a room.
I'm just relaying to you what I've heard.
Yeah, JD.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you're talking to me now because that's not a true statement.
I mean,
at all.
No, I mean, you never know what's true because JD said that he was going to vote Naomi with me because we were in a room and there was 2 and 2, and me and JD.
I was never going to actually do that.
Okay, so you did say her name.
I am closing to you said her name and I agreed.
Oh, okay, so you did agree that I said her name. Okay. Okay.
But I was never actually on that.
Cool. All right. What are we doing? Are we, you know?
Yo, this is crazy.
Messy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where to vote. So if somebody tells me where to vote, I'll vote there.
I mean, JD, I don't know where you got that from. Oh, I don't know where you got that from. Where'd you get that from?
I mean, like, here's what I think.
I think JD got it from the fact that Nick, Billy, and you and I were in a room, and we had to say the other 3. And therefore, JD was included in that 3. But I don't think it has.
So Naomi, you're not willing to do JD.
Well,
is that what you're saying?
I'm not willing to do JD. I'm not willing to vote JD.
JD's involved with all the mess. I'm voting JD.
But I'm also not willing to vote for you, Ingenious, because you saved me. You worked to protect me, and I have to respect that.
And Naomi, I've been like protecting you this whole time too.
I know you have.
I mean, like to me, it sounds like I have to vote for Kels.
That's fair.
So, I mean, that's just where my vote is going, unless I'm like convinced
Auntie,
otherwise.
what are you
Because
thinking? Because you're thinking something.
I don't know. JD gave me a power and I gave him one back. And
you did.
yes, you should have one. I was working with Naomi and I don't know how I got put in the plan. So I'm like against that. And I was against Kelson. I was working with Kelson. So I'm still riding with Kelson. You and I have kind of just been like in the same lane together. We haven't really solidified anything, but we've been in the same like, voting lane. So I don't know. That's what I'm trying to hear everybody's opinions of like where the votes are, like who wants to do what.
I think for me, Santi, like I knew that you were with me and that you weren't voting for me, but I also knew that you were working with Kels, somebody who was like on and off voting for me. And then at the end of the day, I had to put my eggs in other people's baskets.
But he was saying your name though. How is that working for you?
Well, then maybe he wasn't. Maybe I have bad info.
I didn't say her name.
That's what he says.
You never said, okay.
No, I said, no, the conversation was to split the votes and Naomi was one of the names. And I said, I'll vote Nick. And then the other two people said they were. I never said her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Because when it came to deciding the names, I was like, I'm not voting Naomi. I'll vote Nick.
Okay. Got you. Just making sure to clarify. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. So I think this is round 6, if I got my numbers correct. But this is round 6. Send your vote in and play any powers you would like. And I will pull each one of you in for a confession. Okay. I'll go alphabetical order. What was that alphabetical order? Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I didn't give you a warning.
Sorry. I was voting. No,
you're Gucci. Okay, so how has these last couple rounds been for you, and how was that like, final 7 vote for you?
The last couple rounds have been crazy, especially this last round with the whole it was not a consistent thing whatsoever all across the board. But now I'm in a pickle because I don't have anything solidified with anyone. Like I don't have anyone that's like, yo, I got you. So it's for me, that's a little scary. So this next vote is something that I really have to think about because there's clearly the Santi and the Naomi. This Kels, I feel like me and Kels could be something, but she ain't vibing. She ain't feeling the vibes. I don't even understand. But and then there's JD. Me and JD could feel the vibes, but he ain't feeling the vibes. So that's weird. He more so feeling the vibes with Naomi. So right now, I don't even understand what I'm gonna do, but I don't have my person. And usually I have my person in these things. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, so how do you plan? Like, what's your next step not having this person? Like, what do you plan on doing?
My plan right now is to get rid of a double, like the Naomi and the Santi. They're like, I would never. Well, I need to get one of y'all. They need one of them peoples need to go because they clearly have something. And it seems like Kels and Santi, I'm stressed and I don't know how I'm going to get this to happen. And I don't understand how JD doesn't even understand that me and him could be something. It just doesn't make sense. But yeah.
Okay. Jeans, I'll see you back to the main room. Hey, JD.
Oh my God.
Okay, so how has these last couple rounds been for you, and how was that like final 7 vote?
Fucking stressful, dog. I admittedly misplayed. I didn't realize how close Naomi and Ingenious were, so I feel less bad about it because I don't know. I think I sort of sent them through some turbulence there, but losing Billy and Nick, definitely not ideal. And I still only feel like tangentially connected to Naomi. That's the only person I feel like I can put any degree of loyalty in at this point, which isn't the best thing. So I'm on the move with my powers. I both blocked Kels's vote and doubled her vote count, and hopefully no one is working close enough with Kels who still has powers to do anything about it. I'm looking at my notes now, and Ingenious will probably do something about it. So should have considered that before I submitted my vote. Um, but yeah, I mean, things aren't looking as peachy as they were the last time we spoke.
Okay, so how's your power management right now? Do you have any left? Like what you working with in this in-game type situation?
If I survive this round, I'll be surviving it with a Mac and a hammer. At this point, I don't know if the hammer is going to do me any good. Like it only exposes a vote. And when the numbers are this small, I feel like people's votes are going to be no. So my power management overall could have been better. I still do think that giving people powers early on was wise on my part because both Santi and Naomi have brought that up as a reason to keep me around as an ally. But I can sense that that argument is losing its mileage. So yeah, I'm like, as I'm talking, I'm trying to figure out like how exactly am I meant to proceed if I survive. Like ideally, Kels is the name I threw out. Kels is the person going home. And if the final four is myself, Naomi, Santi, and Ingenious, I would hope Naomi chooses me over Ingenious. If she doesn't, then I played a fourth place game. Coming into this game, I wasn't really playing to win. I wasn't really playing with the expectation that I would be setting myself up to win. And I think that was a mistake. But I did, at the very least, beat my All-Stars placement. I went out in this round during All-Stars. So if I survive this round, I think I have one of the best Monarch placements of a 3-time player. If not, I still have 2 5th placements under my belt plus a win, so I'll take it.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you.
Listen, before I send that motherfucker in, JD Confessional's been busting. Okay, the bitch has been going crazy. Hey, Kels.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. And I want to ask you a question. How has these last couple of rounds been for you?
Stressful. I'm starting to figure out, I'm loading up my powers. I lost Ryan, my ally. I lost Nick, who I thought was my ally, but clearly he wasn't. He was double crossing me. So you know what? You can't be loyal to these hoes. Okay? That's what I'm learning. The streets ain't loyal, and I just got to protect myself these last few rounds. So that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So how do you feel like you're going to protect yourself?
I'm about to whip out this Leighton's ambition on them. Start there. And then watch this come with the Fergie's power stick, whatever. But I'm debating because I don't know if it's 3 rounds left or 2 rounds left. I can't remember. So part of me is like, I don't even know what's about to happen. So just say a prayer for me.
Okay. So that's your power management right now. You have 2 powers left.
I have one that I'm going to use. Then I have to build this next one if I make it. Okay. And then that's going to ricochet all the bullets back to the other people. Then they'll all have votes. Then I won't. So I think that's how it works. I have to ask Aiden. I'll ask Aiden. But I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm going to be like, pew, 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 pew. Oh, it's called Fergie's shield. That's why, because like pew, pew, pew. But block the bullets. I'm gonna be safe, and then I'm gonna have one power left, and I'm gonna use that to double some votes, or maybe divide it. Maybe I'll block a vote. I don't know. Okay, that's all I got. Stress.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's like, hey Naomi.
Girl, that's fucking messy. Oh my God. What do you want to know?
Listen, I just want to know how these last couple rounds been for you, and how's like that final 7 vote for you?
Well, let me just explain that for me, the plan was to have Santi and Kels on the block and then have one of the rest of us on the block and force the rest of them to save me or whoever was on the block, right? But JD got the plan mixed up because the reality of it was Nick was on the block and Nick suddenly became expendable. But then Nick got mad at me because I promised a Final Four with me, Nick, Billy, and JD. But the reality of it was Nick was on the block against me, and I knew that Kels and Ingenious was always going to save Kels, so I couldn't make that happen. And maybe I should have tried to more, but it was the best possible move for me to risk the opportunity to keep Billy and JD, my number 1 and number 2 allies in the game. So I had to do it, especially if the outcome was going to be to maybe lose Santi or Kels. Right now, this shit's messy. I'm not using a Symmetra's oil, even though I have it, because I don't think it's optimal for me to potentially switch votes, because it's either, I know that Ingenious isn't voting for Kels, so she might vote for Santi, right? She's might vote for JD, but I don't think she's going to vote for me. JD's going to vote for Kels. I voted for Kels. So if Santi and Kels vote for me, then it's kind of like it doesn't matter, because if I switch my votes, maybe, like, I'm hedging my bets on who Ingenious is voting for. So I'm not going to use it, and then I'm going to maybe try and switch something later. But shit's messy, and I'm on my second glass of wine, so we'll see.
Okay, man. So you mentioned that you have this power, but what about how is your power management other than this power?
Apparently I had a Carter's I forgot about. So I'm doing great. Like I just used an extra vote for me to vote for Kels twice. And I also have a Carter's, which I didn't know about. So I'll be able to block someone's vote in the next round, hopefully. And then I have the Symmetra's oil. So my power management is going great. I might give my Symmetra's oil to like, I don't know. I don't trust anybody on how to use it, but I might give my Carter's to Ingenious if I'm feeling up to it, but then she'll use it to block JD, so I don't know what the fuck to do. But Ingenious has not hit me up about that power I was supposed to give her, so I'm doing great so far.
Okay, man. Okay. Thank you, Naomi.
Thanks for all the fun.
Great.
I survived round 7, okay. Final 7.
That's my question. I was gonna ask you, how have you been these last couple rounds, and how is the final 7 for you?
Final 7 was stressful as fuck. I'm glad I didn't want to flip it to the jury because I was afraid Elder was gonna take me out. And I was afraid PG was gonna ask if I voted him out, so I was gonna be screwed either way. But I'm glad it worked out the way it did, because it seems like we have Ingenious and Kels, JD and Naomi, and then me in the middle. So I just need to figure out how I'm going to work the final 4 to get myself to final 2, because my only goal was to get to final 7. And then I told myself I would just figure out from there how I would get to final 2.
Okay, man. So how is your power management?
I ain't got the shit. I ain't got no powers. Unless Aiden, I need to double check with Aiden, because I may have a power I don't know about. Did I use a...
So
do I?
Having little to no powers, how about that? How do you feel like you're going to get, through the rest of this game?
I'm banking on the fact that these two groups are going to go after each other. And then they're going to forget about me. I don't know if you were paying attention in the last round when they were all fighting. I was just sitting there like, I'm going to keep quiet and let them all talk, because they forget about me and they're just going to be focused on each other. So that's my plan to get to final 2. is that people are going to power themselves out. I've done it before. Let's see if I can do it again. Because if you remember, the season I won, I didn't have any powers at this point in the game because I had given them all up to stay alive in Final 7.
Okay.
So,
thank you, Santi.
Thank you, besties.
What seems to me is everybody playing defensive mode in the future, but I think somebody about to get sniped out of this game, and they not about to see it coming, and it's about to be wild. I don't know the votes yet. We about to see who's about to shit. We about to see what's cracking. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm sorry it was that whole like little weird shit right there. I kind of like fumbled on my little wordianas, but we back.
Oh, no, you can't. Let me shut up.
Kyle.
I have the votes.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Ashan's fork was used to give someone an extra vote. A Carter's Mac was used to block Kels's initial vote. And a Doris stick was used to double Kels's vote count. And a Doris stick was played to double JD's vote count. A Leighton's ambition was played to negate all the votes on Kels. So by a vote of 2-1, the next person eliminated from the Monarch and next member of the jury is JD.
Yep, I had a comment.
Thank you for
Great
playing,
game.
JD.
Hi, JD.
Hi,
Can't wait to see this
JD.
play out. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, Judy.
Okay, bet. We're glad to see it. Okay, this is like round, I think, 7, if I counted correctly. But this is, the silent vote off round. Basically, you won't have time to talk. You will be sending your votes in right now. Play any powers you would like. You must stay muted the entire round, okay? No unmuting. You play powers, whatever you like, vote whatever you like. And I'll be back.
I have enough time.
Hello, Jerry. How are you doing?
Hi.
Sorry, freshly eliminated JD. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You played such a good game.
Comment.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now. Confessionals was busting, bro. I was in there like, oof.
Really? Okay.
You did really good.
Good to know.
So I'm just in here, to see where you guys' head is at of, how you feel like the game is going with the final 4 being Santi, Kels, Naomi, and Genius. Like, who y'all feeling like is about to could potentially take the game?
I want to say Naomi, but I feel like I fall into this trap every time where I just default to preferring the person I played the closest to. So I'm trying to think of like the games of the other members of the Final 4. I don't really have anything, just because I played so closely with Naomi, and Naomi was the person I was paying attention to. So I'm interested to see like whoever is there, how they defend their game, because I have an idea, but I'm not like 100% sure.
I think Kels is in the best position to win right now.
Same.
I think Kels has a good connection with literally everybody left in the game. And I know Naomi would want Kels out, but I think Naomi will be following JD into the jury, unfortunately. I'm rooting for Naomi. But yeah, I think Kels has it in the bag, to be honest.
Yeah, if Kels is at the end, I'm gonna vote for Kels, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I feel the same. Like coming into the game and not knowing a whole bunch of people, I feel like out of all the people I didn't know, Kels made the most effort to socially interact with me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in general she's playing a really good social game.
Zero good thoughts. I like this. Do you guys have any thoughts on the game you guys play and why you feel like you're here, or rough ideas of why do you think you guys got out?
I'm here because JD fucked me over.
I'm also here because JD fucked me over.
I'm here because I wasn't friends with Ryan Elder. Literally why I'm here.
My biggest regret is taking Billy out instead of JD.
No, I was so happy you did it. I was like, that's what I needed to have happen.
My God, I was so sure you're gonna take me out. I was so sure. I'm here because I make too many promises.
Facts were said.
I like this. Well, I do appreciate you all for playing. I think you all played very well. This game was very, I guess I don't want to say too much because, you guys are still the jury. I don't want to say how this game was in my perspective, but I will say you all played very well, and I really am appreciative of you all playing, period. So thank you for that.
This was a good use of my Friday night, I will say.
Yeah, same. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. So I'm about to go head back to the main room and see what it's hitting like in there. Thank you all.
Bye.
While you guys are muted and wait, I do want to show my gratitude for you all playing. I do appreciate you all playing tonight. Like, I know this was like kind of a tough thing to get kind of all scheduled out, everybody kind of being on the same, page or whatever, but we got a good group of people and you guys all played your little hearts out. I feel like y'all put on a motherfucking show. So like, just, people gonna be ready. Like this was, I feel like chaos from the beginning, but
I'm so glad you didn't do this on my birthday. Thank you.
It was close. You can blame my laziness, I guess. Okay, I have the votes. A Sean's fork was used to give someone an extra vote. A Fergie's shield was used on Kales. Any votes cast for her will reflect back to the vote casters. A Symmetra's oil was played to switch Naomi's and Kale's vote count. So by a vote of 3-1 to 1-1, the next person eliminated from this game is Kales.
Wait, how? I thought
Because Naomi got the most votes.
I was like, you got my votes.
But I switched it. I switched it back. I shot the bullets back. Wait.
No, you deflected. Okay, you deflected your votes off to someone else, and then the Symmetra oil switched your vote count.
Oh, okay.
So you end up getting Naomi's vote count, no matter what.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Thank you for playing, Kels.
Great job, Kels.
Good job, Kels.
Okay. So congratulations to the final 3. I will give you 6 minutes to decide what you like to do for this last round. And your time starts now.
So I voted for Santi that round, I believe.
Okay.
You what?
Okay.
You voted for me?
I think so. Because
What you mean you think so? You know how you
I always submit it and then I forget. I wish I could see.
I know. Okay. But we're talking about this round. In this round, I feel like if I can be fair, like I'm the odd. I feel like I stand on chance against you two because
I had full intentions of
working together. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie.
Naomi's tried to get me out twice now. Ingenious.
Sorry, Santi, I want to let you speak. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, so Ingenious, I don't have anything. So if you want to put a path forward to the final 2, you and me, then we can vote Naomi out. But I don't know, like, what that looks like. I
mean, obviously, like Naomi, you won a lot, so you clearly have power. You still have more powers, right?
Yeah, I have a block of vote left.
Yeah, you do. Right?
Which I did not know I had, but apparently I have. But here, Ingenious, this is what I just want to say to you. Like, clearly Nick is very mad at me because I lied to Nick. And I think JD is mad at me. Kelsey's not going to vote for me. Like, I think Santi has more votes in general than I do. But also, Ingenious, I had faith in you that last round.
I mean, yeah. Like,
and that's why I stuck with you.
Yeah. And Ingenious, like, here's the deal. Like, I saved Naomi when I split her votes. I deflected when Kels wanted to vote her out, and then she still came for me. Like, and I said in my DR, like, this is gonna bite me in the ass. I can feel it because I know Naomi. Not that it's a bad thing, because I know how you are, Naomi. Like, I know, like, it's not personal at all. I know totally. So, Ingenious, I want to go to the final two with you.
Yeah, it's funny, Ingenious. I actually think you have all the power here. I would love to go to the final two with you.
Okay. That's the
I
thing.
think I've been the most
who's
consistent
being true
with
and
you.
who's being not true, because a lot of people have not been true, right?
Yeah.
So
I think both of us are being very honest in this moment. I totally believe that Santi wants to go to the end with you.
It sucks for me because y'all clearly, like, people know y'all more, right? And for me, I can't even decide what would be better for me. Truthfully, I don't even know what would be best for me in this situation. But y'all could seriously, like, team up and be like, yo, get her the fuck out of here. Clearly. Why isn't that a thing for y'all? Why wouldn't that be a thing for y'all?
For me, okay, so my thing is about trust, right? And I thought I was working solidly with Naomi, and I saved her a couple times. Again, you and I we didn't ever solidified anything, but we were always running in the same lane, and I've never like kind of gone against you. I've always been with you in the votes. And so that's why I want to go to the final two with you, because I feel like we've kind of run the same path. With Naomi, like, she has been dishonest with me. She's been dishonest with you. And that's not saying it's a bad thing. It's just part of the game, because this game is very hard like that.
No, don't worry.
You know what I mean? So I would just hope that that's where you're leaning towards, Ingenious, because I feel like you do have all the power right now.
I'll say, Ingenious, my intention was that we would get Santi and Kels out in the unanimous decision round. Now, that didn't happen. But the reason that I went to the jury is because I did not want to risk losing two of the people on that side of you.
So you were the one that went to jury.
I voted. They all said they were going to save JD, and I saved Billy, because I knew that would screw up what was going to happen. Okay. Because I did not want to risk losing two people when everybody was against me. And I was very honest, and I wanted to keep the five of you, me, Nick, JD, and Billy, and that didn't happen. But I was explicit in that moment because I had to draw a line in the sand. I'd been sort of pandering to everybody the whole game, and I thought, you know what? I didn't feel as good with Kels and Santi as I felt with the other group, and so I went with the other group, and that was my line in the sand. It doesn't mean I don't respect them, because you guys kick ass, but that was I drew my line.
Yeah, honestly, Naomi, I respect the hell out of you. I love how you play. Honestly, you play an amazing game. And if I was like, honestly, my thoughts is, I'll be happy to lose you because you're great. Santi, I love you, and I think, like, people, honestly, I feel like it's a lose-lose for me, to be truthful.
Are we both about to say, I think you beat me?
I think you have a better shot against
me. I think you beat Santi too.
No, not in the fall, like, here. No, y'all amazing. But I had to base my decision off of like, clearly, Naomi, like, you won a lot, so obviously you're going to do what's best in this situation for you. Santi, you're fucking amazing. You play a dope ass game. So it's either I just team up with Naomi and just make it happen, right? Or I don't know. But I don't think it's on me though. That's just the thing. Like, I just really don't think it's on me. That's just like I don't.
I've been riding with you since the beginning, and I'm telling you, at the end, I want to ride with you to the end, and that's what I want. That's what I want to do. I understand the decision's hard. I think you're discrediting your own game, because I think you have enough of a shot as me and Naomi do to beat us. I think any one of the three of us have a shot, but I think that
the timer is pretty sick. Okay, but I need you all to submit your last vote to Aiden. I believe this is round 8. This is round 8. Okay. Once you submit your vote, you can unmute and talk.
Yeah. But this has been fun. Yeah, having fun.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm also going to use the restroom really quick. But I love being in the final 3 with you guys. You guys are amazing.
Me too. This has been a great, fun game.
Yes, it's been super, super fun.
Does everybody have one of these like fluffy, fuzzy coats? Because if you don't, you need to get one.
No, but that reminded me of a, when people get a viral tweet on Twitter, it reminded me of one of those ads for that.
Oh, damn! I want one too. I'll get another one.
Okay. No, is it really warm? Is it like a
It
sweater?
is
A sweater like blanket?
Here's the thing: it's not good if it's like windy because there's like a lot of sort of space for air to get through. But it's so warm if you're just sitting around the house.
Mm-hmm.
I see. The thing is, I think it's fake. I would say Sherpa Aiden is correct to describe it, but it's mine is I think polyester.
What is Sherpa? Is that like sheep, but fake sheep?
Yeah, I think like how people have like the leather jackets or like the sort of like tan jackets, and then they got the sort of fluffiness on the inside. It's kind of that fabric.
Mm-hmm. So I have the votes. A Carter's Mac was played to block Santi's vote. A Fergie's Shield was played to reflect any votes cast for Ingenious. So by a vote of 1-1, we have a tie between Naomi and Santi. So that's the only other person outside of this tie. Ingenious, you must send your vote to Aiden. You can say it aloud or send your vote to Aiden. Just send your vote to Aiden. I think it'll make it easier. Oh, who you want to go on. So I have the vote. Let me send it to Aiden. So Ingenious has decided to break the tie, and the next last member of the jury, and last person voted out of this game is Naomi. Thank you for playing, Naomi.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you, Ingenious.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I myself. I know.
Do be proud.
Okay, bad. So I'm gonna send you to the jury real quick.
Ingenious, thank you.
Okay, bad. Congratulations to the final 2. Shout out to the both of you. We love to see it. In a minute, we will let the jury come in and you will, state your case of why you feel like you should win this game. Take a breather,
Oh my gosh.
And calm yourself down. You guys both play amazing. Just prove yourself to the jury and really make them know why you should be the winner of this game. Okay? I believe in both of you. You guys did amazing. Okay, so as you guys see, the final 2 is Santi and Ingenious. I will give them both time for an opening statement before you all get a chance to talk to them one by one of why you feel like they should get your vote to win this game. So it doesn't matter who starts first, but to try to keep your opening statement around. It's like a 1 minute, 1:30 or whatever, however you feel. But you guys can choose who goes first.
Ingenious ladies first, if you want.
Okay. I'd rather go last.
Okay. Let me go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is weird because I can't see you guys' reactions, so I'm just gonna speak. It's an honor to be in the final 2. Coming into this game and looking at everybody playing, it was very scary because we are all phenomenal players. I was playing this game from the jump. When I realized that Naomi, Kels, and I were the one winning all the powers, that's why I started the trend in the points competition to take out the people with the most powers. Because historically in this game, the people with the most powers are taken out early. I have studied this game so much. I have watched every single season. That's why in the card competition, when I saw my numbers going up and up and up, I threw it. I was responsible for Lana going home inadvertently. I didn't vote her out, but I told Sean at the very last minute that he had votes coming his way. And so he played the power, which then resulted in Lana going home. I saved PG in round 2. I split Naomi's vote when Kelsey wanted to go after her. I wanted Elder out several rounds, and I worked my ass off to get it. And even whenever it came out that Elder knew that I wanted him out, I still didn't get votes that round. I think I got maybe like 1. And I worked a deal with Kels because Kels was going to be against me to work with her so we can move a path forward. I saved Naomi a couple times because I needed her in the game because she was a bigger target than me because she was winning stuff more so than me. And it bit me in the ass towards the end. But I have played the fuck out of this game. I worked my ass off. And since the final 9, I have not had 1 power. So I think that says a lot. I hope that you guys respect the game that I played. I'm willing to answer any questions that you have. Ingenious, thank you so much. You're a phenomenal player as well. Again, it's been an honor, you guys, and I'm willing to answer any questions that you guys may have.
Okay, so hey guys, I came into this game obviously just as like everybody else, super nervous, super excited. I did not have the connections that everybody else had. All I could do was just play off of who I am as a person, which is I'm a good social player. I think for me, what I did in this game was just make people feel like I was with them, which I did. Like I was with people. And like Santi keeps saying that he did this, but you can't do anything without other people. And I feel like the moves that was made, it had to be like a collaboration. And I feel like the people that I collaborated with, we made those things happen. We solidified things at the beginning and we made sure those things happen. I cannot take credit for everything that in this game or people leaving. That's just not how these games work. I cannot say I did this, I did that. That's just not what's going to happen. You have to have people on your side. And I feel like I had a lot of the right people on my side. Also, my name was never in danger. No one ever talked about Ingenious. And I feel like that's a good thing in these games. I played that up to the freaking T, like at the end. Even if I freaking ricocheted the vote to not be on me, I made sure at the end, yes, like how Billy said, people were like, are just saving their powers. Yes, I was saving my powers. I knew that I was not going to be in danger because no one was talking about me. I feel like I played a loyal game, overall, just like honest game. And I just hope that once you guys ask me the questions, I'm able to answer them to the best of my ability. And you guys see that I am the best person to win this game for you guys. That's just it. I didn't snake anybody. I didn't do any of that. I feel like, yeah, my game just spoke for itself.
Thanks, you too. I will let the first juror come on cam. Elder, would you like to come on cam, please? Okay. Ask whatever questions you would like, sir.
Hey guys, congratulations. Well played to both of you. You obviously played very different games. And once again, these games come down to the strategic player versus the social player. And my question is, I'm probably not going to base my vote on this, but I'm just curious. Can you guys hold your notes up to the camera if you took
Can we hold on what?
Your notes, if you took any. You don't have to, I don't want to see details. I just wanted to see the extent.
Page 1, page 2.
Page 1.
Okay. Great. You both played hard.
Yes.
This is my chart of powers of people winning.
Love it.
Yes, same. Also have a chart too.
And then I clocked who was taking people out of the 10 points challenge. And then who
Definitely have a chart.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Hope you guys had fun. I did. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you, Elder.
Thank you, Elder. Okay. The next juror
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Congratulations on making the final two.
Thank you.
thank you.
Ingenious, my question to you. Tell me,
Yeah.
this is my read right now of the final two. Tell me if I'm wrong. Because if I'm right, it's not a bad thing for you. But if I'm wrong, it could be. You know what I mean? So the way I see the final two right now is you kind of flew under the radar and just kind of went along with what other people said and like just kind of like not like flew by, but just you know what I mean? Kind of like under the radar for the game, whereas Santi made more bigger moves.
Yeah, it's Santi didn't make moves. That's the thing. He had to have other people behind him to make moves. When Santi had threw out the whole Kels and Ryan thing, I guess what I did. I went to them and said, "Yo, Santi is saying your name. So you know what y'all need to do? Y'all need to diffuse the situation." Okay. I was not just laying low. I was actually like when the time period when I kept going in and out of rooms, that was intentional. I was trying to get information and I was also trying to break up information. So my game was not just laying low. I was on the right side of the information at the time, but I didn't want to be seen as the person like as Santi, like saying names, but he can't make those moves without other people being a part of them.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Nope. That was honestly the answer I kind of wanted from you because like coming from my point of view, I just didn't speak to you much in the game.
Yeah.
So personally, I just don't know that about you, you know?
Yeah.
So I wasn't trying to like knock you down at all. I just wanted to hear it from you.
That's very fair.
Thank you for that. And then Santi, my question for you, it comes down to loyalty. Like who were you loyal to in this game, if anything, or were you kind of just like using people as you needed them and then dropping them and moving on to new people? Like kind of explain that to me.
No, I was extremely loyal in this game. I told you, I told Billy, I told Naomi that I wanted to work with you guys, and that's what I did. The reason I voted you out versus Billy is because Billy and I had a conversation right before the vote about solidifying something like more so. And I was torn because I didn't think I was going to be put in that position. I 100% honestly, I didn't like take people and use them for the vote. I know Ingenious says that I can't take credit for the moves, but I drove a lot of the votes in a direction that I wanted them to go. When people wanted you out, PG, I deflected it to other people. And the same thing when Kels wanted Naomi out and whenever you guys wanted Sean out, like I kept deflecting it to other people because I knew I could work with you guys. Sean was another ally of mine, but I didn't get to work with him more so long term in the game. I can't take 100% credit because obviously I'm not person with 800 votes, but I definitely drove the bus a lot of the way to direct the way the game was going, and it benefited me. And even in the final 5, I was stuck between 2 people. So Ingenious and Kels on one side and JD and Naomi on the other, and I was right in the middle. And when they were all fighting with each other, I sat quietly because they were all not looking at me. And that's exactly where I needed to be at. I know what my threat level is coming into these games, and I was able to successfully navigate my way to this point by being loyal and then having to eliminate people when I had to because there was no other choice.
Cool. Okay, I'm not going to ask another question, but just like something else on my mind that maybe you can answer in someone else's questions at some point is, Santi, you coming into the game, knowing a lot of people and having that threat level, like how did you use that to your advantage in the game? And then Ingenious coming into this game, not knowing as many people and like not being known as well in the community, how did you use that in your game? Don't answer that now. Maybe if it comes up in other people's questions, then answer it there. But other than that, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, PG. Nick, can you come on cam, please?
Hello, gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Hi.
Congratulations. So I'm self-centered, so I want to know, when did I help your game?
Oh.
When you helped my game?
Yeah, when did I help you get to where you are?
I tried to get you with the elder vote in round 2, but I don't think we had like 5 seconds to talk. And I think that you were successful in the next round when we actually did get elder out. I could never get true one-on-one time with you to actually like figure out where your head was at. There was always like Kels in the room with us or Ingenious in the room with us. So I would say those 2 rounds is when you helped my game. And then obviously you were in the bottom position with me. And who else was it with us in that 4? It was, you, me, Kels, and Naomi. And I was one of the votes for you, Nick, because we in that room thought that you guys were doing the same plan that we were doing. And so we split our votes so that we could make it a certain way. That was the one and only time I voted you out. I never pushed your name at any point other than that point because there was no other options.
Ingenious.
Hi, Nick. So I love that you're so self-centered, and I love that. I think you helped my game because at the end of the day, you never said my name, period. You never was against me. So you not saying my name or pushing my name to anyone else is helping my game. And I really appreciate that. Also, in the final vote, like, I know that was crazy, that was ridiculous, but if I'm just speaking directly, and if I can just be real and not try to like pull shit out the fucking ear, you helped my game because you did not say my fucking name. You was not against me and I was not against you. And I'm just gonna be real with that. We have to just see how game is game. And when we talked, we were on the same page. Other than that, I never did anything against you. You never did anything against me. So that's helping my game. And that's why I'm here right now.
All right, thank you. No more further questions. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nick. Billy.
Hi.
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 Well, congrats to both of you. So my question for Ingenious is,
yes,
I know you said that your name never came up, which is like amazing. I love that. Do you think the reason why your name never came up is because you weren't a threat at all and people just saw you as a goat to the end? Or was it because you had social connections that kept you safe?
I don't think I'm just a goat to get to the end, period. I'm never a goat to get to the end. I think my social abilities and to just connect with people and just like people feel me, that's what gets me to the end. I'm not a fucking easy win, period. And if anyone ever thinks that, I'm sorry if y'all think that, but no, I'm not just some scapegoat. Yes, other people had more connections than I had, but when people doubt me and think that I'm sorry, that's just gonna get me super emotional. No, I'm not no scapegoat.
No, I wasn't trying to say you were a goat by any means.
No.
My thing is I hate when people say that about people that make the end. So I wanted you to have the opportunity to address that.
No, absolutely not. I'm not a scapegoat to get to the end. What I can do is I can use my social abilities and get information and know how to use that information and know what to play and when to play it. That's who I am as a player. I'm not a snake. I don't have to be out there like pushing people's name. You gather information, you take that information, and you use it how you use it. Okay. I can't say that anyone that plays these games, they don't play it by themselves. You don't push a name by yourself. You have to have other people to push the name for you too. So I'm not a scapegoat. I'm not a goat to get to the freaking end. That's not who I am. And no one will ever define me as that.
I apologize if you think I was trying to like say you were a goat, because I wasn't. I wanted to give you the platform to say that you weren't a goat, basically. So thank you for answering my question. My question for you, Santi, is when in the game do you feel like you kind of had like a slip up? Like, do you feel like you had a slip up at all? Or do you feel like you played a pretty like cohesive kind of game?
So I think you remember this conversation that I had when I said, I know this is going to bite me in the ass, but I think we need to break up Elder and Kels because they're really good friends and we need to get rid of Elder. And then it came all the way back to Elder because I forgot, I think Naomi told me. And I saw what room they're in and I was like, I'm going to go talk block them. And I went in there And Kels was like, so what's up? And I was like, I want Elder out. Like that's my goal, to get him out. And she wanted Naomi out. She wanted me to switch my vote. And I was able to flip it, that even though I had made Elder my target, and even though Elder was aware of it, and even though Kels wanted Naomi out, we negotiated to get Naomi out later, even though I had no intention of had that happening. But that's where I slipped up, and I was able to course correct and make peace with Kels. To speak really quickly, I know you didn't answer this question, but I want to answer it because PG answered it. Yes, I came in here knowing people, and that is not helping me. It's a detriment because people know how I play these games. My reputation is I play very hard. I play very strategically, and that could have bit me in the ass with so many people fully aware of how I play. And I was able to maneuver my way through that and get to this spot. And I also just want to say, to Ingenious' credit, she is a badass fucking player. This is the first time that we have truly played a game together, but I have watched her play and she is amazing. So hopefully nobody in the jury thinks that she's a goat. I really hope that that's not true at all. But I hopefully I answered your question, Billy.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Ingenious, you're a badass. I just want to say that again.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, thank you, Billy. JD, your next.
Howdy, final two. Congrats. First things first. I have a couple of questions for Ingenious specifically. I don't want this to be like me targeting you or anything. I just feel like I spent more time in the game with Santi. I feel like I'm more aware of the game Santi's played, whereas I can't say the same for you. So my first question is, I feel like throughout this entire course of like final questioning, you've been mentioning that you were good with people, you were loyal to people, but I don't think I've heard any names.
Right.
So my question to you is, who were you good with? Who were you working with? And what were the names that you were pushing as that collective group?
Okay, so Billy, first of all, love Billy. Definitely was one person that I was like, yo, wanted to work with them. Another name, even though we hadn't talked a lot, it was just like the disconnection that I felt with her was Kels, and maybe she did not feel that. And then also Lana. When Lana went out, I was like, yo, like, how am I gonna like redirect or like adjust in a situation? But I was able to adjust. And also like just one thing about Ingenious is Ingenious, I can connect with a lot of people. So I knew the relationship between Santi and Naomi, and I knew those connections. So when I went into those rooms, I made sure like, yo, I'm good with you, right? We're good. But when I went into like rooms with like Billy and like PJ, I was like, yo, I knew those connections and like, yo, we're good. But the people that I feel like I was most loyal to, like without knowing like the different connections and like the bonds, I feel like my loyalty was with Billy, Kels, and Lana off the rip. Yeah, that's just who the people that I just wanted to give my loyalty to. And then when Lana left, I just had to like, yo, like when she left first, I was like, yo, I need to think of something different. And that's what I did.
So with Billy and Kels, what names were you pushing?
With Billy, okay, so truthfully, when I'm gonna be honest, Naomi, like, yo, I was pushing.
Honesty is what I'm looking for.
Naomi, like, yo, your name was like, I'm like, yo, if Naomi can go, because she was so amazing. Naomi was one that I was like, okay, like that's good. And then also another name was PJ. PJ is sorry, babes. Like your name, it was just out there. I'm like, okay, PJ can go to you. And then also JD, for you, for me with you, it's because we had never like connected. We just never talked.
Yeah, we just never crossed that.
It's easy for your name to be like, okay, yes, JD, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, thank you. Yeah, Billy asked the other question I was going to ask. So Santi, I just have one question for you as well. What was your game without advantages? You said from the final 9 onwards, you didn't have any. So what was your approach to the game final 9 onward?
It was to get other people to target each other.
And how did you accomplish that?
I was constantly moving around. Like when Kels wanted Naomi out, I went to Naomi and said, "Hey, Kels wants you out." And then they were like trying to fight, and I was good with both of them, so not my problem. And then final 9, that would have been after Elder went out. So PG went out inadvertently because that wasn't a mistake. That wasn't intended. Like I didn't want that to happen. And then Billy and Nick went out because of the tie. In the final 5, I just sat quietly. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when you guys were all going at it, I sat there quietly because I've learned in playing these games that if people are targeting each other, there's no reason to speak up. So I knew when to talk and I knew when not to talk. And at that point, I kept my mouth shut because you were going after Kels and Ingenious, and Kels was going after you and Naomi. So there was no point in me to say anything or to give my 2 cents. That's why when Ingenious goes, Santi, you're in deep thought. Like, what are you thinking about? If you noticed, I didn't say any that I was directing. I was very political in it because I did not want to put myself in harm's way to get a vote, to get voted out.
All right. You answered my questions. I will say that whether or not I'm satisfied is left to be determined, but good luck to the both of you. And I think no matter what the result of this season is, we will have a very, very deserving 2-time winner. So good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you, JD.
Thank you, JD.
Kels, can you come on cam, please?
Well, well, well. I should have won this game. I deserve to win this game. I was the best player in this game. When Ryan said, "What notes did you take?" These are the notes that I took. I took these notes. Suck it. Okay? Unfortunately, I have to vote for one of you to be the winner of a game that I should have won. I should have won this game. The tombstone ruined this for me. So I'm going to settle for second best in this case.
I love it.
And I guess I want to hear a small, short song. I want a song about what happened the round that I left, because I am unsure. We were in the silence, so I would like a quick ditty about the final round that I was in. And if the song is directed at how well I played, I'll understand that as well, because I was the best player in the game. And I will always be a GOAT, greatest of all time, at any game that I'm in. But I digress. I would like to hear Santi's rendition first and then Ingenious. Thank you.
No, I can't sing for shit, Kels. So I'm going to say, Kels, we were enemies, then we became allies. I didn't vote for you in Final 4. I voted for Ingenious because I wanted to make sure that no votes came for me, and I didn't get voted out, and I am sorry. And you're amazing, and I'm glad that we got to work together because we always go against each other in games, and this finally didn't happen this time. Thank you, bye.
Do you need a beat? Do you need to be Santi? Santi didn't need a beat. Do you need a beat?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, I have to stop myself from laughing. This is crazy. So, Kels, you are Kels, you are amazing. I'm sorry. You're not sitting in the final 2. Ooh. But I promise you that does not define your game aim. Because at the end of this, people will still know your name. So please vote for me. And I'm so sorry. I did not vote for you. So, and that's all I have to say. I can't do it. But that's all. That's all.
So neither one of y'all voted for me? Okay. All right. Thank you.
I did not.
I got it. I figured it out. Okay. Much love. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Kels. Okay. And Naomi.
Ay. That's ridiculous.
How could you guys do this to me? How dare you? Okay, that's fine.
Oh my gosh, you're such a badass.
That's great. You guys both can't sing. It's incredible. No, I love you guys. So I have questions for both of you separately. There's a lot I want to know about the social and perceptive side of this game. So my question to you, Santi, is you mentioned earlier that Kels and I were Kels wanted to vote for me, then you told me that information, so then I was not trusting of Kels. So my question to you is, why is it beneficial for you to have two allies going against each other rather than taking the opportunity to repair the bond and potentially get us to work together? Because, in my opinion, when I knew that Kels wasn't down to fully work with me, and you were working with Kels, I pivoted. To be fair, Billy and I are friends, so I was always going to work with Billy. But I pivoted away from you, Santi, and that was my interpretation. I want to know why it was beneficial for you to have us going against each other rather than working with each other.
Okay. So first of all, can I address the theory that you and I are really good friends outside of this? Which
that you and I? Yeah, I don't know where the fuck that's come from.
Naomi and I have met once in real life, and we've played this is probably our third game together. And the last time,
know. I would say second. I don't know.
I just remember the last time she took me out. And the reason I did that, Naomi, is because part of my strategy when I play these games is if I can be in the middle and there's two sides and they both trust me, then I'm always going to go to the end with one of them. I unfortunately didn't catch that you were going another direction, but I always had my eye on you because in the DRs, I said, I saved Naomi. I'm working with Naomi. This is going to bite me in the ass because I know how you think. Sometimes strategically, and I know how you see me as a threat level, and I know that like you're gonna knock out the biggest threat level next to you. So I had my eye on you, but I also knew that you trusted me a little bit, and so that's why I kind of just rode the middle with you and Kels. I knew there was gonna come a point where I was gonna have to decide, and the decision became easy for me whenever I figured out that you were targeting me. So
yeah. Sure.
Hopefully you respect the game that I played.
I want to make it clear. Santi and I, we're like acquaintances, buddies, mutual fallbacks at best.
Yeah.
We can work on that, but it's not there yet.
Yeah.
Ingenious. I want to say to both of you that you're both very charismatic and talented players. You have a lot of skill and deftness in working the room and making sure that people aren't voting for you. Ingenious, my question to you is, did you have trust in me later in the game? And I don't ask that from a selfish perspective, but I ask that from a perception perspective because
yes.
I was lying to some people, but I wasn't lying to you and I wasn't lying to a couple others.
Yes. Okay, so at the beginning, right? Like when we all go into these games, we all look at people and their strengths. Clearly for me, I would say, yo, she a beast in these streets. She winning shit. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so first I was like, yo, that's a little intimidating, right? Because I don't know anything about you. You don't know anything about me, but you have powers. And I was afraid that you would come after me. So yes, was I nervous? Was I scared? But then I was like, yo, she's dope as fuck. So I was okay with saving you when I did, because I just had that like, yo, she genuine as fuck. But to piggyback off what you just said. At the beginning, yes. Was I wary of you? Yes. But when I got to talk to you and like we talked like and converse and stuff like that, I was like, no, like she's cool. Like your threat level for me went down, and that's just real as fuck. But at first, it was very heightened. It was very heightened. I was like, yo, she has to go. But then I like once I said like we talked, it was like, nah, she's good.
I just want in a word the move that you're both proudest of. Just, quick, short, doesn't need long. But what move in this game are you happy happened?
Proudest of E.
Santi,
I would say you leaving. Oh, I'm sorry. Truthfully.
Okay.
That's the most I'm proudest of that moment.
Santi?
Elder.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Thank you, Naomi. Thank you for the jury. Okay, so you both will have a closing statement. You can just flip from how you did it before, or whatever you want to do. But
okay. I can go first.
Okay. I'm gonna turn my camera off so you have the full spotlight.
Okay. So from beginning to end, like I guess people are like unsure of like my game because we hadn't talked, but at the beginning I was very active. I did when Elder name was mentioned from Santi about splitting up Kels and Elder. I did go and tell them that. I was going in and out the room to like hear the names. Did I go to Billy and say, you know what, like people going at each other, like that's best for us because like can we like lay low and be under the radar? Yes. I just feel like overall, when I told you what I was gonna do, I did that. I did not go against my word. And even with the biggest threats in the game, I still was able to align with them. I feel like I just played like a overall, like well-rounded game. I was at the beginning, yes, I was trying to be very chaotic. When I kept going in and out of rooms and breaking rooms, I did that intentionally. Sorry, guys. I really did. I was just trying to break up information. And when people was like, I don't understand what happened, I feel like I was a part of that. And overall, like I got here because I got here. I was never seen as a threat. No one ever said my name. And I just hope that you guys can see the game that I played. I didn't have to play like as a snake. I didn't have to go like behind people and like do things dirty, play a dirty game. I just played the game that I played, which is my social game, and that's why I'm here. And I just hope that you guys can respect the game that I played. And I don't know. I don't want to talk badly about Santi's game. Like that's not what I'm here for. But I just hope that you guys just respect the game that I played. And that's just all. That's it. That's all.
Thank you, Jeans. Santi.
Hi, jury. It's me again. So here's the deal. Like I said, coming into this game, I know what my threat level is, and I know how I'm perceived as a player. I didn't initially come in and decide to play hard. I wanted to play kind of under the radar. And then as the game picked up, I started to play completely hard as hell. I played very in your face, very upfront. And I drove a lot of the votes to go in the direction that I wanted them to go in. I can't take full credit. I'm not going to do that, but I definitely was a driving force in the storyline of this game. Even from the beginning, like I said, whenever it was down to the competitions, I knew that me, Naomi, and Kels had the most powers, and I redirected it. And I convinced everybody without really doing that of like, hey, let's get rid of all the people with powers so all the people who don't have powers can have that. I kept an eye on like where the powers were at and who had what. I worked closely with the people I worked closely with. I didn't stab anybody in the back. I was very upfront of what I was doing. I was very loyal to the people who I was loyal to. And I was very strategic because this game is 2 parts comps and 2 parts strategic. And as we mentioned before, like if you win too many comps, you become a threat. And that did not happen in this game because we were all kind of all over the place, which even the playing field and was allowing me to maneuver a lot more than I wanted to. Allowed me to maneuver a lot more, which I wanted to do. I think I played a very social game. I think I played a very strategic game, and I did not rely on my relationships with anyone in this game to push me further in. I came in with the fresh aspect with everyone, and I aligned with people who I had not aligned with before. And I really worked my ass off to get here. And I think that I'm deserving to be the first 2-time winner. I really hope that you guys award me with that. And I thank each and every one of you, Ganjo and Aiden. You guys have put on a phenomenal game. Thank you for having me back. And to the jury, again, I hope you guys reward me for the full-rounded game I played. I think I was in the firing lines a lot, and I made it here, even though that happened. So thank you.
Okay, man. So the jury, you all can send your vote to Aiden. Remember, come on, campers. Remember, you are submitting your vote for who you want to win this game. Okay. Okay. I have the votes. This season was like so amazing. I'm so happy you all got to play. I had so much fun, watching this game as the host, getting all the information, whatever. But I have the votes. And by a vote of 5-2, I want to say congratulations to the win of Fueri's Royal Ball, Santi.
Yes!
Congrats.
Oh my God. Oh.
Congratulations.
Ingenious, you are so fucking amazing.
No, you're amazing. It's okay.
It is an honor. Oh my God. Like, oh my God.
No, you're good. You're amazing. Congratulations.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jerry, so much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Congratulations, Santi. Good job, Ingenious. I'm beyond happy. This is the product we get. Like when I tell y'all, like I don't know, y'all just the level of gameplay was just pew. At from the beginning. It never stopped being up here. You know what I'm trying to say? You all play amazing. A lot of crazy votes, but shout out to Santi, shout out to Ingenious. You guys, everybody did amazing.
Good job.
But thank you all for playing.
Thank you guys.
You're my winner.